Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back one more time. We are here to talk about the Game of Thrones Season 7 finale. And boy,
Was it busy, huh?
fucking ice dragons. Let's start with that.
Was it breathing ice or just blue fire?
I don't know. Let's I heard someone say they're coining the phrase um frost what was it? Frost dragons.
Frost dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know because it looked like fire and it was eviscerating the wall, but it could have just been the strength of the ice just breaking the wall, like pressure of ice just hitting it, like like a sledgehammer. But I don't know if
Right.
he's breathing ice or fire.
Well, why don't first of all, why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, or for those who don't know,
Tell them where they can find you.
find me at the dude abides on Instagram. That's abides with a Z. The period dude period abides. You can find me on Facebook and
All right, and this is me. Hey everybody. This is Steve. You can find me at Steve AM Johnson and whatever your favorite social network is. You can also email me there too, on whatever your favorite email. I got them all. So, um, let's try to start at the beginning of this thing. What did you think about the meeting of everybody?
Oh, the initial meeting and Daenerys' entrance and all that.
Yeah,
She had to come late and make her entrance. Like, bitch, I got two dragons. just want to put that out there. She came out there full force. The whole Unsullied, the Dothraki horde with the horses, and just like, I can kill you right now, but.
that was the thing. I was just saying to myself, I thought it would be like hilarious. It obviously this wouldn't happen, but like if Dany was getting off of her dragon and she kind of just fell off by mistake,
Yeah.
and stood up like nothing was happening. But yeah, I think she came there. Everything was like staged in that way, right?
She
Was
looked her dick out on the table like blah.
Show me yours.
But she could have took her out right then and there, eviscerated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why, she told the mountain, like, if shit go left, kill the silver haired bitch first.
She did say that. But let's talk about how he the mountain wouldn't stand a chance. I don't even think the mountain could beat the hound. If we're being honest.
He told him though. He was just like, "Oh, that's not how you meet your end or whatever." Like he's like, "Me and you still got some unfinished business."
Yeah, he probably saw it in the fire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because he's been looking at the fire, and that's so funny.
Clegane Bowl.
He's been afraid of fire this whole time. They take every chance to play with that, but like he's also now he's looking into the fire to see like visions or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's interesting, and you don't get a lot from. And you had that scene with him and Brienne, where they talked about Arya. I just think you don't get a lot from them, but every time they come on screen, they kind of steal the show.
Yeah,
just like how they're all talking, and then he just kind of walks up with the damn zombie on his back.
Here's the thing in the show. It's just like you'll see conflicts between people and you don't know who to root for.
Right.
But it's just like, it's clear that the one enemy is Cersei. Cersei and the Night King. That's it. Yo, but everybody else, you kind of like him. What? Like even Littlefinger, with all his fuckery, was kind of like, likable as a character.
Right. What if I feel like the Night King should marry Cersei.
What do you think about her and Euron?
I mean, they're both trying to double cross each other. They're both like
pieces of shit.
Yes, and they're perfect for each other.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely definitely what she's gonna do. I mean, but it's only 6 more episodes. So I don't know how they're gonna play with time to speed shit up.
Yeah, I think the next 6 episodes is just like all on like Donkey Kong. Like it's I
Like
don't.
the pacing of it is gonna be so quick because it's 6 episodes just to get this out there, and there's so much shit to play with. It's because if she's gonna be with Euron, nobody else knows that she's pregnant. So what's she gonna tell him? Oh, is your baby?
Yo, but what if she's lying about the baby?
No, I don't think she's lying about the baby.
I don't know. Like Jamie kind of called her bluff.
He's like, nah, bitch, I don't believe it.
It's like you ain't gonna do shit.
Nah, but she was trying to scare him into submitting, and he realized at that moment that she's a piece of shit, and there's no.
I feel like
She has no. Yeah.
he knew that already. But my question to you is, did you notice that they kind of showed Westeros like everything was like dusty, like it was like abandoned. It looked like it was abandoned for years, and I don't know if that was like they were foreshadowing or jumping forward in time, like the whole place is gonna be empty.
Yeah.
Like, what if the end of Game of Thrones is like the Night King wins?
It's not gonna be that.
I don't know, man. I feel like they're setting us up, and like we all know where it's gonna go, and
But George R. Martin doesn't do happy endings.
George R. Martin is also not like he's writing his books, but the show is separate. Like the show is past the books right now. So
It is, but he told them where he was going, and then they, filled it in how they filled it in.
but what if they said fuck that?
They could have, but the show was a different animal than the, book.
No, but I heard R. Martin said like the ending of everything is gonna be like bittersweet.
Danny's gonna die.
Or is John gonna die?
How do you think she's gonna take it when she finds out all this shit of her being the rightful heir, and she finds out that John is the rightful heir? How's that gonna play out?
That is a damn good question because they could kind of fall out, and
She's gonna be like, this was all your plan from all along, or whatever, and think that he's trying to double deal with. But I think John is gonna be disgusted with himself, like, yo, my aunt, this is incest.
I don't think John cares about that shit.
You think he's still gonna be cool fucking his aunt?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The family rabbits was
no, but that is in the books. That's what the Targaryens do.
That's what the Targaryens do, but John
that's how they
different.
rock out.
John is different, huh?
I think look, she would still be queen if here's the thing.
John doesn't want to be. He doesn't want any of that.
Right,
so
but
even if he finds that out, he's not going to care.
He could leave those matters to Danny.
Yeah.
But because the thing is, she would still be queen, and she still needed to find a king.
If he marries her, she'd still be queen. Yeah.
So that still just even solidifies the fact that
the pure bloodline.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think what's going to happen is when it's all said and done, John will sacrifice himself to save everyone, but not before he impregnates Danny.
He's pregnant now. John ain't had sex since that wildling chick. He ain't had sex in like 3 years.
Boy.
And he just shot that shit the fuck up. He shot the club up something crazy. Like she is super pregnant.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Shit.
No, you like how there was like no talking. It was just like he just knocked on the door. You know what's what.
How do you think Tyrion felt about all that? Why was he creeping?
His face was super salty though. Did you see it? Like I don't know what was on his mind.
I know because it's like he wanted to be next in power. So maybe that plays because remember when he was asking her about who's gonna see that your vision goes through?
Right.
So maybe that was his play all along.
I don't know, man.
And he's still loyal to the Lannisters.
The Lannisters are
He's
done.
loyal to Jaime.
Yeah, but Jaime is about to link up with everybody.
Oh yeah, Jaime's about to tell him, yeah, Cersei full of shit, and I'm a man of my word, and you know, I'm here, but the armies ain't coming. It's just me with my one hand.
You think Bronn's gonna come with him?
Bronn?
Yeah, Bronn.
Of course.
Bronn would not be smart to stay with Cersei.
Of course, that's the losing side. Bronn, like if he stays with, he's dead.
Here's the
Cersei's
thing.
Gonna kill him.
Here's the thing. But Jaime
is gonna go with Jaime because that's also Tyrion, and they the one inside. They got the dragons, and he already said, "Well, remember that deal you showed about paying me double, triple it." That's what he's gonna say.
Right. No, but so here's the thing. Do you what do you think Jaime's gonna have to come back and like kill Cersei, just according to the prophecy, right?
According to my prophecy. No one else said this.
No, everybody's saying that. Get the fuck out of here. It's have you heard of a thing called the internet?
What is this internet?
Reddit. The goobs.
No, but I've been saying that for years.
The tubes of you.
I was telling you that from years ago because it's just like
because she was born out first.
That her little brother was going to kill her, but she always assumed it was Tyrion, but it's going to be Jaime.
Well, I'm of the mind that her only brother is Jaime because I think that Tyrion is secretly a Targaryen.
Where did you get this poppycock?
So
where are you pulling this out of your ass from?
You saw how when Tyrion and Papa Lannister, who's a G, he said to him, like, you know, you killed my wife. She was the only person I loved. I'm not even sure if you were mine, but there's no way for me to find out.
Yeah.
And you know, it could just be that like she was you know, stepping out, having some of the Targaryen hot sauce, and you know, had a fling, and then Tyrion was born.
We don't know.
We don't, but
maybe that's why the dragons like him. Who knows?
Exactly. He and Jon and Dany are the only ones that have been able to touch the dragon.
Yeah.
So there's that. And what if, in the end of everything, it is Tyrion that sits on the throne?
It's going to be Jon.
Maybe.
I've seen. Is that like misdirection where they show different people on the Iron Throne? But there's been pictures of Jon on the Iron Throne.
Well, I mean, no one knows who's going to be on the Iron Throne because it's still playing out and the books aren't written yet. So,
but since the very beginning of the show, it's always been kind of leading Jon.
Well, the show is about Jon.
It's Jon's show.
So
because it was the whole big reveal that he is actually the one. Him coming back from the dead, he being Jesus. The Red Queen, the Red Witch, who saw this guy, Paul had what's his name?
What are you talking about?
On the okay, do you remember that scene? It was a couple
episodes back. Yeah, Varys, Lord Varys.
Lord Varys. She met with him, and he was being all salty and shit.
Fuck that noise.
But she said,
speaking of Varys,
even if Jon dies, she's gonna bring him back, and he's the one supposed to.
Speaking of Varys,
Jon's not dying.
Speaking of Varys, guess who got his comeuppance today? The bad version of Varys.
Oh, Littlefinger.
Little mother. How'd you feel about Littlefinger?
I liked Littlefinger as a character because he was interesting. It's just like I was sad to see Joffrey go. Because it's just like you love to hate Joffrey.
Because you have hate in your heart. And you sigh. You probably rooting for Cersei.
I'm not rooting for Cersei. I want Cersei to die. Like I've always hated Cersei.
So no, I think I do understand what you're saying about him going, and it was so sudden.
Yeah.
But and he was begging on the floor, and that this you have to remember your hate for him, because as the show. Remember, we've been watching this thing for 7 years, and we they sort of do that, which you kind of get you on a character side and try to make you understand.
I understand Littlefinger's
where they're coming from, but at the same time, remember, he's the one who set up Ned Stark. You hated him when you first saw him.
I remember.
And it is just finally now that he's getting his fucking throat sliced.
He had that coming a long time.
So, and that's another notch off the list. And listen, fucking Sansa might still be on that list on the low.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it was good misdirection. But the whole time, myself, I was there thinking to myself, why the fuck, if you have a brother who's a psychic, why won't you be like, yo, I think this nigga Littlefinger's up to something. What's up? And why won't y'all go straight to him? But that's exactly what they did. They just didn't show it to you on camera.
Hey, turn the face of the mic towards you. I think we're getting a little bit of an echo. So just turn it from the bottom, if you can, and just talk to the logo. Yeah, there you go. Now talk.
But that's where it was the whole time.
Get closer to it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You don't sound like you're in a hollow room now. Look at that.
So maybe I should just put the mic closer then.
That's also a possibility. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can move those goddamn toys. But that's not what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, edit all that out.
Okay. So, what did you talk to me about the Littlefinger thing?
It was good misdirection because, like I was saying, they had you thinking that Sansa was buying all this bullshit. Like, I was mad. Like, I was like, really? Why would you believe this guy? But it's just like, off camera, they didn't show you that they were talking to Bran, their brother, the Three-Eyed Raven, because I knew that. Like, that's what I thought to myself, because, like, the first thing I would have done is just like, okay, I don't trust Littlefinger, and if I got this information from Littlefinger, why wouldn't I go talk to my brother who's psychic, and he can see every fucking thing? But that's what they did, and he told them all that shit that she dropped on him. He was like, oh, you deny this, you deny that? We know, because he sees everything. He told us.
Right, but the thing is, I thought...
But there was foreshadowing for that when he looked at him and he told him, chaos is a ladder. So that's letting him, and the audience know that I'm going to expose you and I know everything.
But there was also foreshadowing, I think anyway, when Arya gave her the knife back, when she was like, yo, I could cut your throat right now and no one would be the wiser, and just take your face.
Yeah.
Face. But
when
she flipped the knife back,
like, I felt like she was trying to tell her, like, look, you can't even defend yourself. I'll give you this knife. And then I can say that whatever happened to you, you tried, I was trying to defend myself.
I don't think I disagree. I didn't.
She had the whole thing with the letter and how how Littlefinger played it out. Like, it could have been that, how that play game of like, what's the worst possible outcome of why she could do it. That made sense.
Right. I don't know. I looked at it different, right? Like, I saw it and thought that, it is like, look, no matter what's going on, we're still family, and this is my olive branch to you. But I see you. And in case you was getting cute, I'm right here waiting in the cut like ointment, right? But I think that, because the thing that bothered me about the whole Littlefinger thing was like, how have they both been through everything and then they're just falling for Littlefinger's shit? Like, that would be a complete betrayal of everything that you tried to show us for these character arcs.
We should have saw this already coming, because it's just like, I was just like, there's no way. Because in the back of my mind, I'm there like, there's no way Arya could be that stupid. If Littlefinger saw her, it's because she wanted him to see her.
Right.
Why wouldn't she go in the room with a different face on if she was going to go in the room? Why would she just go there playing? Because she wanted him to see all of that shit.
Right.
And he's there in the background thinking, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But their brother is psychic. So of course they're going to talk to their brother.
Right. And then that's that's Arya. It's not Arya, but anyone who thinks it's Arya, it is Arya.
Arya?
Yeah, no, Arya. So it is ARYA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Arya. Same shit. Tomato.
Nah, it's Arya. But anyway.
Arya.
Nope.
Arya. Are you sure?
Yeah, exactly. Are you sure? No, but so
Arya.
I like the thing to me was like Sansa, right? Like if she was really falling for Littlefinger's games,
Sansa or Sansa?
Mm.
Aha.
Let's see what you did there.
See that? You like that one?
So, but if she was really falling for Lord Baelish's games, like that was the real betrayal of character. I mean, both of them, but it's like, why would you put her through everything?
Yeah.
Why would you put her through dealing with Joffrey, dealing with Cersei, going through the shit she went through with just hanging out with Baelish, and then being with, learning from Tyrion, and then dealing with this fucking asshole from the Battle of the Bastards?
But not for nothing. You can say whatever you want about Littlefinger, but everything that she knows, she learned from him. He was her greatest teacher. She learned from everyone.
Yeah, she did.
But he was her greatest teacher.
Right.
That's why she said, "Thank you for the lessons." He's like, "I'm a slow learner, but I learned."
Right, and again,
She says she believed in his own little sick way. He did love her.
Right, but
he kept all the shit that she learned. He was there telling her that, and she did. But she realized that you're telling me that, and that's you.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly, and again,
but she learned it, and from him.
From the misdirection, from the misdirection they were doing, I was just kind of like, this is, if it didn't turn out the way it was, you have literally just wasted this character arc for 7 years. So this is like I don't know what is left.
It was all. This is the Stark children coming into their own, and all of them as united. Like they did that together.
Right.
You know.
You know what I really need though? I need that like full Stark family reunion.
Oh yeah, when Jon gets there.
Yeah, here's the problem.
Here's the whole thing: he's not a Stark, and how are they gonna feel about that? How is Sansa? Because Sansa's like, okay, well, you ain't the king of the North then.
Well, I don't think he cares about that.
It doesn't matter if whatever nobody think, because you already made me the king, so it don't matter if he's.
But also, I think that would be a relief for Sansa, because then her and Arya can run the North.
Yeah.
But forget about all that.
Daenerys doesn't care about any of all that shit. It's just like, she just wants there to be peace, and she's not gonna say like, okay, now you gotta kick me back this amount or whatever. It's just like, just bend the knee and say you ain't gonna try to fight me or kill me or take me out of power.
Also help her take the throne from Cersei.
Yeah.
But
it's Jon Snow, but Jon don't want it.
Here's the problem. There's one thing with this whole Stark reunion.
Yeah.
What happens when Theon gets back there? Because Theon is on Arya's list.
Why?
Because
she thought that he killed her two little brothers. He didn't kill.
Yeah, but he tried to, and he
that whole Arya's list thing. In 6 episodes, that's not going to matter. Theon is going to die by the hands of his uncle, but to free his sister.
That's really the only thing you could do with that character. Like, that's how you redeem him.
That's how you redeem
by having him sacrifice himself to save
his sister.
Right now, here's a question for you. With that ending, before we get to the wall and shit,
and not for nothing, also Arya. Her list, she took the Hound off of it.
Yeah.
So she takes people off of it.
Yeah, but I don't know that she has like.
Was Littlefinger on her list?
He had to be.
Yeah.
He had to be on the list. But forget about that. What happened in Tormund?
Tormund is alive because they didn't show him die. They showed him get to a side of the wall that didn't collapse because the center of the wall collapsed, but he got to a side where he was there and he saw the shit falling. You feel me? They didn't.
Yeah, but
Tormund is too important of a character for him to just die like that and then not show him dying. You feel me? Tormund's not dead. He's fine.
I just need him to get with
Tormund's gonna get back to Jon to tell him, or I don't know how the fuck they gonna get there before these motherfuckers, because they got a dragon.
Yeah.
Send the Ravens, like fuck, they got a dragon. He's flying towards.
But why would they keep walking? Why wouldn't they go and take out everybody that's there? You get what I'm saying?
They took out most of shit. How many of the wildlings just got fucking taken out?
Exactly.
Like all of them, and all the motherfuckers who was at the Night's Watch.
You know what the idea I just had? Remember, like last week, a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, Jon has plot armor. Why would the White Walkers just wait there? Why wouldn't they just, crawl over each other and then get to the shit?" The Night King was waiting there, didn't kill Jon, let the Raven go out so that Dany could come and bring her dragon to stop him. So that's why he was waiting there with the spear.
He just wanted the dragon.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the Night King must have planned that shit from the jump.
Yeah.
And that's what that fucking Night King, man.
The walkers are not stupid. They have reasoning. When you seen the Hound throw the rock at the dude and then it bounced and then he looked down, he was like, "Oh shit, it's solid." Boom. And then they started going across one at a time, not in a horde.
Right.
So they can reason, they can think. And the ones, the Night King and the other ones, the ones who are turned from babies to grow up into soldiers.
Yeah.
Them, they think like me and you. I don't know if they can talk or how they talk. They probably do, but in some episode they're going to speak. Probably.
I heard in the books, which I've never read, I heard in the books that they have their own like culture and traditions and shit like that.
Yeah, they're not decomposed. They think. They reason.
Right.
Like, even the zombie ones, they reason to a point.
Right.
But it's just like, just enough reason. Like, they know what's going on. But they can be ordered like a remote from the Night King and the Night King's watch or his round table, that they can control them like chess pieces.
Okay. So, what are there any like takeaways from this episode? Like anything that you like liked or didn't like?
The takeaways from this episode is it's about to go down.
Oh no, we're gonna talk about predictions for next season in a second.
Like, shit is fucked. It's fucked. It's fucked. It's fucked. Conor McGregor voice. It's fucked. They're royally fucked.
Proper fucked.
Yo, they're like the wall is down. The wall is what's been holding out the dead for 800 years, and they just eviscerated that shit because they had a dragon. Never in the history of the war between the dead, which they won before, have they ever had a fucking dragon. Now they got a fucking dragon.
Yeah, that's the thing they do, man. They even out they even out the odds.
I mean, so basically, they gotta make back. They gotta call up Cersei and be like, "Yo, we need the patent on that fucking spear shit, so we can take out this dragon, because they're gonna have to get one made of dragon glass to kill that, because that's the only way they're gonna kill that shit."
Right.
So they're gonna have to, because they can't throw that shit like fucking a javelin, like some Olympic thrower like how this did it. They don't have the power to do that. He has superpower, so he threw that shit and killed the dragon. But a normal person throwing or with an arrow ain't gonna do it. You have to get the machine. So Cersei had her people build that machine, and Daenerys eviscerated that shit. So she's gonna need that machine, and they're gonna have to build one out of dragon glass to kill it.
So I think
we'll see how that plays out.
All right, so we might as well get into it. I think that's everything for this episode. We can talk about predictions for how this is all gonna end. So I'm calling. Hold on. We'll get to you in a minute.
What do you feel about the incest? What do you feel about the family realm?
I mean, don't look at me the wrong way, but I didn't hate it. Because, like, it's that time, and that's what the Targaryens do.
Keep the bloodline pure.
I keep shit straight, man.
It's crazy how this show makes you all, switch up your morals or question your morality.
Listen.
It's just like all things that you would never be okay with, like murder and deception and, incest. It's okay because of.
Listen, it is situational morality is what this show is.
Because it's a different time.
Yeah, man.
It's different rules.
But the Targaryens do that. But so here's what I think, and I'm calling it now. This is how.
But I ain't gonna front. Once even though I already knew it, like all of this thing with Jon, it's just like if for years we've known this, that Jon was the rightful, like for things that we've read, and we knew that Jon was the rightful heir to the throne, and that he was a Targaryen. This episode, they just spelled it out for you, like this is what it is. But I felt some kind of discomfort watching him fuck his aunt. Like I was like, oh, that's kind of gross. Like at first, before they just said it, it was just like, oh, look at they holding hands, and it's just the.
But that's
tension.
What they used to do back then.
But just seeing it's just something that felt wrong about it.
Listen, man.
It felt
it's
wrong.
Cool, man. It's all good, man.
It's not. It's gross, bro.
Okay, so season 8, how it is all going to end. These are my predictions. I think that Jaime is going to have to kill Cersei because she's going to be trying to fight the war to keep the throne.
The Kingslayer becomes the Queenslayer.
Right, because they are going to need her forces, and they cannot fight with her while they're trying to fight with the Night King. She's just never going to get it.
To stay back and then build up her army, because she sent Euron to the Iron Bank to, get the funds so they could go get the mercenaries. Her plan is just to fall back, build up the army, and let these people kill each other, and then whatever happens.
No, she wants to get the cleanup kill. I've played first person shooters, but here's the thing. Why would she trust Euron with the fucking all the gold that she got from the Tyrells?
Because she's fucking stupid.
Why wouldn't he? Does he seem like the type that wouldn't just say, okay, I'm taking this gold and I'm buying these soldiers for myself, and I'll take the throne from you, Cersei?
I mean, there's 6 more episodes, but the pacing of the next season is going to be so. If you thought the pacing of this season was quick, the next one's going to be lightning quick. I think because they have to resolve all of these issues in 6 episodes.
I don't know how they're going to do it. But I mean, you know what they have, right? We've
dealt with. Going to be longer.
Right.
Episodes probably be all an hour and a half.
They listen. We it's a lot of shit came to light, right? We officially know with no conspiracy theory who Jon is. Yeah. We have ended the story.
Aegon Targaryen.
What is it? What is it?
Aegon or some shit like
that. No, wasn't it? It's like, I don't think it was Aegon. Maybe it was Aegon or something like that.
Aegon, Arya.
Yeah, no, but
tomato,
man. But so here's the thing. You have to think of season 7 and season 8 as like one longer season. And so when you put it together,
it's like Matrix 2 and 3. But let's hope it doesn't play.
Okay, watch your mouth. Just let's
hope not. Let's hope they don't shit the bed.
Yeah, I mean,
because remember how True Blood was good, and then that last season they just fucked it all up.
I mean, HBO traditionally has not been good with ending shows.
I mean, I didn't really like how they ended The Sopranos either, because we don't really know what happened.
This is what I'm saying. So that didn't end well. What was the Hollywood show?
Didn't end well, but it wasn't on HBO. Breaking Bad.
That did end well.
Even though it was sorry to see Walter White go, it was a good ending because things resolved themselves.
Right.
He made sure his family was still set up.
So I think Jaime has to kill Cersei so that he can get the forces back. I think that this guy.
But why would they automatically listen to him because he killed the queen? Does that automatically make him king because he's the last one alive?
I don't think it's about that. I think they're afraid of her, and I think they will respect
So
Jaime.
if he kills her, you don't think the mountain kills him automatically, or you think the Hound's going to take?
No, the Hound's going to be right there. So Jaime will kill Cersei.
The mountain be looking so huge, but I don't be realizing how huge the Hound is. Like next to the Hound, he doesn't look big.
Yeah. No, but so
I didn't realize that means Brienne is big as fuck too.
Yeah, she's gonna have beautiful monster children with
that conquer the world with Tormund.
With Tormund.
That's because that has to happen in the last episode. I want to see in the last episode Tormund laying down with Brienne and them fucking.
No, here's how you end it.
Or just see her riding him, or just
okay, it's 2 months. It's 2 months. It's 2 months. It's 2 months.
And he's gonna be like,
it's 2 months. It's 2 months. No, what the way you end it?
Smack him in the face, choking him.
The camera's not even on you right now. The way you end the series is you have Tormund and Brienne telling the story as old people to their grandkids, like this was the chronicles of the battles after the death of King Baratheon, right? Yeah. That's how you end it. Like it is just them telling their kids. Okay, so the other thing is this guy Theon is gonna go save his sister.
And die.
And then she's gonna take the fleet because I think Euron is gonna betray Cersei and she's gonna be left by herself.
And she's gonna have all that fucking gold.
Right. And then I think I think when Dany finds out who Jon is, they're gonna have a little beef for a second, but then
that's gonna be the first episode coming back,
right?
Because Brandon's like, "Oh yeah, we just wanted to tell you that you're Targaryen."
While they're dealing with that, they're gonna have to fight the Night King,
it's gonna be a little awkwardness. It's like, "Shit, we ain't got time to worry about this," because Tormund gonna rush in. And he's just like, "They're coming, they're here." As soon as he said they're coming, like 5 minutes after that, you're going to see him. He's like, mount up. They're going to be caught off guard.
No, and then I think this is the whole thing. So I think that Jon knocked up Dany.
Yeah.
I think that either that's why I don't think she's going to sacrifice herself. I think that Jon is going to sacrifice himself and become the new Night King so that he can control all the White Walkers and take them back into the thing. That is his sacrifice for the world. And I think that Tyrion,
because his uncle is in between.
Right, but I think that's what he's going to do. I think that's what he's going to do, and I think that he is going to I think that Tyrion will sit on the throne, and I think Dany will be like, fuck all this. I don't care about the throne. I'm just going to raise this child in peace, living normal.
What about the mountain? Because he's like half dead too. He's half zombie.
Yeah, something like that. But he's going to get killed by the Hound. So that is it. That those are my predictions for next season. Jaime kills Cersei. Theon sacrifices himself to save his sister. She takes the fleet to help them win everything. Dany is pregnant. Jon will become the new Night King, and Tyrion will sit on the throne, and Dany will go off into and live a peaceful life and raise Jon's kid.
The new Night King? Like, how is that going to happen? How do you become that king? Killing the Night King? How does he become the Night King?
I don't know.
Turn him into a Night King. It's just like you become zombified. You don't become a Night King.
No. I'm saying like he's gonna do some extra special shit, and like the only way to stop the Night King. No, the only way to stop the Night King. He's special. Is not you can't kill him with Valyrian steel or dragon glass. You would have to become him. That's what I think.
How do you become? They have to turn you into that.
No, you saw the children of the forest. When they created the Night King, stuck dragon glass into his heart.
Yeah.
And that was how he was created.
Jon is going to kill himself.
With dragon glass. Some shit like that.
His brother's going to tell him something.
So that is that's my prediction.
His brother's going to tell him, you're going to have to do this.
Let's go. Predictions. Season 8. How's it all going to end?
We already discussed it because I was they're adding to your points.
Give me something else. You got anything?
John's gonna sit on the throne.
You think John's gonna? So you don't agree? So you didn't discuss it. So John's gonna sit on the throne. What else?
I agree with everything else you said because I was there.
I also said Tyrion's gonna sit on the throne. So you don't believe that?
I don't believe that at all. You didn't just say that just now. My thoughts is John will sit on the throne. He's the rightful heir to the throne. I think it's going to be some beef. Daenerys might die.
How does that bode for the kids she's going to be?
I mean,
that we're assuming that she has.
We don't know any of this. This is pure speculation. Because
all speculation. And by the way, I want to put this on record. I don't think that Cersei's really pregnant. I think she's lying.
I think she is. Why would you lie about that? But how would she didn't have a period?
Manipulation, man.
Period, you know?
Okay, we're talking about...
But she is a manipulator. But she did... When she told Jaime that, like, why would she lie to him about it?
To keep her fingers around him. Keep the claws in him. This is all speculation. I have no idea. I'm just assuming.
It's not like he's using condoms and pulling out. Nobody's pulling out.
Not in those days?
Nobody's pulling out.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Anything else you want to add before we close this thing up?
Shit is about to get crazy. I don't know if I can wait this damn long.
Well, you're going to have to.
Short wait. Is it going to be like a year and a half? 2 years?
It probably will.
Probably 2 years or some shit before it comes back. But it can't get here fast enough. Goal is stay alive so I can watch this shit.
This and Infinity War.
Crossing the street. These are the goals. Watch Game of Thrones and Marvel movies.
Hey, and you need to get on. You need to get on Westworld, but that's another argument. All right, everybody.
Watch Power too, but
yeah, season finale was tonight. All right, tell them where they can find you one more time.
The Dude Abides at Instagram, and you can find me at Bar Johnson on Facebook.
Yeah, you're going to have to get a username on Facebook. You got to get your life together. And don't forget Marty McFly on Twitter.
I don't even use Twitter.
But you should. You need to.
Tweet.
Well,
tweet what?
Figure it out. All right. And me, Steve Johnson. You can find me at Steve A.M. Johnson on Twitter, on Facebook, on where else? I'm everywhere. Instagram. I'm not on Snapchat. I don't yet, but I think they're going to be closed down soon. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah. Thanks for watching.